So you're not so positive on sterling?
No, look, about 2 months ago or 3 months ago, when mea culpa, I was looking for a weaker sterling this year. I changed it to 135. I admitted that I'd got it wrong, and just in time, I think. But next year, no, I'm sorry. I don't know why people are positive. When you say they're positive, what are they looking for? 140? Is that positive?
Yeah,
really? Yeah. It's 133 at the moment. I mean, I can't be positive on sterling. We've got euro sterling going to 95. We've got, this is a political and structural currency. People are forgetting we've got one of the biggest current account deficits in the world. What, did we forget that?
Yeah.
What's it going to just get financed? By whom?
So if we get this, the narrative is, you know, you get some sort of deal, you get a transition, everyone's happy, and...
Well, if everyone's going to be happy, I'm happy. But everyone ain't going to be happy.
Right.
Never works like that.
Because of the issues you've said.
Yeah, there's a big current account deficit that needs financing. The UK economy is showing signs of a slowdown. So these are all issues that I'm worried about. And political, there's still a lot to negotiate. It's not. It's like, oh yeah, the same people that are telling you everything's going to be fine are the people that told you Brexit wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think politically the market's got it completely wrong in the UK.
So you're positive euro pound. What about euro generally?
Dull
really?
As dishwater. Now, if you like emerging markets, you're salivating down your mouth because there's no big dollar rally. There's no big dollar going on at the moment. And I've got euro dollar kind of drifting sideways in 120. And we were very bullish at the, towards the beginning of the year when it was 107. We were 120, so we had a great time of it. But now we're just flat as a pancake. We can't see anything that'll differentiate them. And so we've got the dollar kind of drifting sideways. But that's great news if you like emerging markets or you want dollar stability. That's great news, I think, for many asset classes.
But, David, what makes you think that we're in a stable regime for a while? I mean, there are so many things that could change the equation here for either of those currencies, the euro or the dollar.
You're 100% right. Some of them could make them go up and some of them could make them go down. Therefore, you go sideways.
Have a lot of risks in the air, including geopolitical.
Yeah, but they're in both directions. I mean, the political risks that people are worried about in the United States, the political risks people are worried about in Germany, the structural risks we're worried about in the US, the structural risks in the Eurozone. And cyclically, both economies are doing reasonably well. So, how are you going to cut the difference between the two? So at the moment, I'm 120. I'm looking for it to be stable. And I'm sorry, for once in my life, I'm a bore.
You're never a bore. I want to ask you, though, what's next for central bank policy? Is that also going to be boring, as you put it? Are we going to get, like, between 2 and 4 rate hikes next year from the Fed? And
come on, we got the Fed next week. Nobody's even talking about it. We've got like one of the biggest monetary policy decisions in the history of mankind, and nobody cares. Why? Because it's 97% priced in. How can I get excited about a Fed meeting? We've got the ECB, we've got Bank of England, we've got the Fed. Nobody cares.
What about next year then for the Fed? Is the market gonna get closer to the Fed's dot plot? Does the Fed become more hawkish next year?
Okay, so the Fed's saying 3 and the market's saying 1.5.
Right.
And we're talking about quarter points here. Yeah. So we've got 37.5 basis points difference between the market and the Fed. Woo, you're really frightening me. Remember, this year the market said 1, the Fed did 3, and it's been a bull market the whole year for many other, for actually the euro against the dollar, the equity markets, emerging markets, bond markets, and the Fed did a little bit more. So we've been through that. And are you really worried can we really, let's have a debate. You say the Fed's going to raise rates once, and I'm going to say 3 times. How vicious do you think this is going to get? Or do you think we'll go, all right, fine?
So euro dollar bore, what about yen?
Yen, I think, is a lot more exciting. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. I think the yen could rally, and this is against market expectations. They're already talking about the possibility of moving away from negative kind of rates in Japan and changing monetary policy. And when we saw that happen with the ECB and the Fed, both those currencies rallied a long way. So we could see the yen doing quite well.